Hello everybody, I am All Around Gamer, and I am back again with another commentary for you guys, but this time it's going to be a life story. Now, this actually happened to me not that long ago. I'm recording this on the 8th of September, and this actually happened back on Saturday, which was the 6th of September, if I'm correct. So, my father and I were spending the day splitting and piling wood for the approaching winter. Now, there was a ton of wood to split. I lost track after like 50 because I didn't bother counting anymore. But we worked for about 6 hours. So, about halfway through, I go inside to get some water. And, you know, obviously AC's on, so it's like that nice, cool, refreshing breeze that you get. But I go inside, I get a cup from the cupboard, I start filling it up with water, and the phone rings. So I finish the cup, and I walk over to the phone, and I notice that it's one of those 617 numbers. I don't know what area code that's for. But usually whenever it's one of those calls, I don't pick it up. If it's 888 or 800 or unavailable, I don't pick it up, because I don't know who it is, and I probably don't have time for them. So I let the phone ring, and it goes to voicemail, and I hear someone by the name of Officer Eric Foster. Now, he sounded American in like the first 5% of his message. I was like, alright, this guy is an officer, cool story, bro, tell it again. And then it goes on, his accent turns into an Indian accent, and I'm thinking, okay, well, you had me for like 5 seconds, and now you're not, so, I mean, congrats, nice try, I will give you that, good job. But I listened to the message, and he goes on to say that my dad has been something like tax fraud or whatever, taxation frauding or whatever, you know what I mean, that stuff. And I thought it was strange, so I wait for my dad to come in, and I tell him, it's like, hey, there's something on the messaging, on the answering machine for you, I don't know what it is. And he listens to it, and again, the guy says something about tax fraud, and to call this number, and he said something like, do not disregard this message or call us back. And I was like, wow, good job. So should we kind of call you back, or should we just like call you back completely, or just not talk to you whatsoever? And so my dad calls him, and he starts explaining to the guy that he pays his taxes on time. You know, does he forget to pay bills on time? Yeah, it happens to everyone. But then it comes to, if he doesn't give him X amount of cash, he's going to be notified by the IRS, and they're gonna come and take our house and whatnot. And I'm sitting there, my mom and I were actually in the kitchen at this time, and you know, my dad's looking down, he's got like a little notepad and a pen, and he's writing whatever down. And we're sitting there thinking, alright, what is this guy saying? And after a few minutes, my dad looks up, looks at both of us, puts the phone away from his mouth, and says, this guy wants me to pay him with a prepaid Visa card. And my mom and I completely lose it. Like, you're a scammer. Why are you gonna use a prepaid Visa card? Oh yes, I'm such a scammer. I have to use I use the prepaid Visa cards because those are really good. Like, you know what I'm saying to him? Like, yeah, I know. Like why? If you're gonna scam someone, go for like the social security number or like the credit card number, dude. You don't get very far when you ask for a Visa card. And after that, my dad puts the phone back to his mouth, says, you know, sir, I'm sorry, but this sounds like a load of BS. And then a little bit of silence, and then a hang up. We look at my dad, he looks at us and says, well, after I said that, he said that Mr. Eric Foster said I'd be seeing him in court. And then we get another call back like 15 minutes later. Same guy. Because I forgot to mention, after this call was ended, my dad and I went back outside. So I guess it was like 15 minutes after we had gone back out. Dude calls back again. He doesn't leave, he comes back for round 2. Right? So My mother comes out this time. And she said, well, Eric Foster called back. Oh, well, what did he say? Well, he said that your bank accounts will be closed in about 15 minutes and the police will be here in about 35. So that meant at 1:30, the bank accounts would be closed, and at 5 past 2, the police would be showing up. And he also said that he'd be strip searched in the privacy of his own home. So 1:30 passes, and it's like, all right, Dad, I think your bank accounts are closed now. And he's like, oh man, that sucks. I don't know what to do. And one thing you should know about me and my family, we can be very sarcastic. So I tell him that. We go back with him. And it's like, I check my phone. It's like, all right, Dad, you got 5 minutes until the police arrive. And he's like, Nick, we gotta split this wood and stack it. Come on. It's like, oh, I don't wanna do this all by myself. 2:05. I was like, all right, Dad, the police should be here any second now. And we keep splitting and piling. 10 minutes later, it's like, so, Dad, what do you think they are? Well, either they're lost or they're not coming. It's like, well, they might be lost. You never know. You never know. They could be lost. And another hour rolls by. Still haven't showed up. So obviously, yeah, it was a scam. We knew that. But I think that's got to be like the worst scamming attempt I've ever heard of. A prepaid Visa card? Like, what? I mean, if I were a scammer, I'm not saying I am one, but if I was a scammer, I'd at least go for, like, the credit card sort of thing, or I'd make myself sound like I'm actually from, like, a magazine company, or like, some other company, like Verizon. And that's what I'd do, but I'm not. So, you know, if it sounds too bad to be a scam, or it's too good to be true, it probably is a scam. And if you ever get one of those numbers, let it ring, and then if you have an answering machine, listen to it. If the person goes from sounding legit to sounding of a different ethnic background, you might be getting scammed. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and share the video, as you all know. And if your friends like it, tell them to reshare it, because that's how I get subs, so I can bring you guys more videos. If you want to stalk me, you can check out my Twitter down below. I will be giving updates on when I'm recording, editing, and during the upload process, and you will also get a notification of when the video is up and ready to go. You can also add me on Steam. My Steam name is down in the description, as well as my league name, my summoner name, sorry. So if you want to come play some League of Legends with me, I will gladly do that, as long as you're not like Diamond 1, because I'm only level 26. I'm close to 27 though. But if you want to play some League with me, I'd be glad to. If you have any gameplay that you want to send in to me to be featured on my channel, my email is down in the description, and make sure when you send it, you have a link to your YouTube channel, so that way I can give you your proper credit and your gamer tag, whatever it may be, so I can make sure that I get it right, because I am sometimes not the brightest person. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. I'm All Around Gamer. I'll see you guys next time.